Wow, I'm seeing these comments here. I didn't see them before. Nicholas Wong is the first person to be on here, of course. Of course you are, Nicholas. How are you doing, buddy? Um, wow, great to see you. I did a Owen Wilson. Wow, did you catch that? Wow. Um, Jason, how are you? Jack like, hello. Uh, Let me know if you guys can see me and hear me. Okay, there we go. Great. Good. All right. Thank you, Joey. Glad you're all here. It's been forever. Oh, look at this. I guess I should have done something about this nonsense. Oh, brother. Ah, it is what it is. DJ Ray, how are you? Brooklyn. Good to see you. I see you get spell my name Jack Kale. I hate that stuff. It's disgusting. Um, you've been watching me since you were a teenager. That's great. I get that a lot. I've been doing this officially for so long that it's really weird, man. People, it's weird to see these like great big, guys approach walking up to me now and being like, "I used to watch you when I was 15." But that's how long I've been doing this. Can I please hear Rosalind and Harry? Texas Sweet or TX Sweet PJG said. I don't know, honey. I'm going to think about it, okay? You have to let me think about this. I'm not sure if Rosalind's she's she could be sleeping for all like yeah. Hello from Arkansas, Jack. Says Chase. Hi, Chase. It's been a long time since I've been on here, and it was a few things that I wanted to say, and I thought that maybe this is a good time to say it. Watching you since 2009, I think. I'm 35 now. Well, yeah, oh, hey, look at this. You know what? My screen is a little fuzzy. Let me get this. How's that? It's a little bit better, I think. I think it's a little bit better. All right. Probably didn't help that I used a dirty paper towel to do that, but thank you, Eddie. Been watching since 2022. Oh, good. Good. Well, thank you very much. Eric, hi from Tennessee. I'm in Tennessee too, just outside Nashville. Yeah, Jessica, I'm going to start doing live prank calls again here really soon. I've been doing a lot of prank calls lately. I haven't uploaded any, but we did have the plumber came to the house the other day, and it was great because he handled our situation, and then he said, "Hey, I don't want to I was afraid to ask this or something like that, but you are the guy on YouTube." And I said, "Yes." And he said, "Oh man, I was so nervous. I didn't want to say anything. And you got to prank my dad. My dad's the owner of the plumbing company." So, so we did. We pranked him right then and there on the spot. And man, it was great. It was great. I'll tell you about it. I'll tell you about it soon. Um, I think it was a pretty good. Yeah, I think it was a pretty good video. Jack, I have watched you for 15 years. I am pushing 73. Oh my gosh. That means, oh my gosh. That means you were in your late 50s when you started watching my videos. Tomorrow's my birthday, by the way. Um, Super chats are welcome as gifts. If you want to give me something for my birthday, I'm just playing. I'm just kidding. Farting for a living, only the one and only. Oh, can do it right. Yes. Hey, well, thank you. I appreciate that. A lot of people are doing it these days. I enjoy it. I still really like it, and so the real reason that I still do it, because a lot of people, either my videos don't come up in their feed, and so they ask me sometimes, are you still doing it? Are you still making videos? Of course, I am. I just put out 3 videos last week: Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. What I'm trying to stay with. Um, you know, as a kid, I was kind of influenced by certain comedians. I really liked Steve Martin was one. Um, I really, really liked Leslie Nielsen. He was an older comedian from movies like The Naked Gun, the Airplane movies. He was just so funny to me. He always was kind of like dumb. He was just kind of had this deadpan look to him that was just genius, I thought. So I really enjoyed him. Um, Loved the Andy Griffith Show, so I would watch Don Knotts and kind of study some of his mannerisms and stuff like that. So whenever you watch my videos and you see like every once in a while you see like somebody closer to the camera, right? And then you see me come in the back of the aisle, and I have all this time to kind of pretend to be a ninja almost and try to like tiptoe and do this whole thing. That's really fun for me because pooter videos for me are not necessarily about the just about the reaction of the person. That's certainly it's the punchline. It's the that big, bang moment at the end of the clip that you look forward to. How are these people going to react? But it's the lead up. To me, I really like the lead up. I want to try and make the moment funny. I just did a an interview with Jeff Foxworthy that was really it's an honor to do that. It really was. Jeff Foxworthy's such a legend and just so iconic in the comedy space, and what a great comedian he is, and what a just a great guy, good guy. So I did an interview with him and we talked for about an hour, um, finding out that he and his family had been watching my videos for years, and we were talking about comedic timing and stuff, and one of the things that came up is he goes, it really what I do on stage is very similar. I mean, there's some similarities to what you're doing in your videos because of the comedic timing, and you have to, a joke might not land if you say it a certain way or at a different time. Whereas when you really have to kind of get to that end of the punchline, you got to make the sound at a certain moment, or it's not as funny. Anyway, it's true. It really is true. Your channel, okay, I'm gonna read some of these. Jack, your channel literally makes my day better, and almost everyone said thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You did an interview with Lee Allen Baker. Yes, yes, I did in a podcast. She is she's a really good friend of the family's, and we love her to death. She's a sweetheart, and um, so yeah, she does not live far, and we get together with her all the time. Um, Let me scroll around here. I missed some of these. Yeah, sure you can't. Don't call me Shirley. Such a classic. My brother's birthday is next week. He's turning 13. September 8th, next Sunday. Dude, yeah. Listen, I my birthday's tomorrow. September 2nd. It's the same day every year. So anyway, so the reason I still do this stuff is because it's real. I hate to say this because I feel like maybe this isn't the answer that everybody wants uh, from me. I love it. It is fun. I like to get to that moment where maybe it scares them or the noise catches them off guard or, whatever. I love it. But there's a long-term, kind of a longevity reason why I still do this. Number one, remember the YouTube videos came later. The YouTube videos came after I started mass producing this product that I call the pooter. And um, so I was using this thing with no videos in the very beginning, and the videos were the one thing that I thought of that made sense how to sell the pooter. By the way, speaking of the pooter, and I'm going to finish this. I'm going to finish this story, but it's Labor Day weekend. So there's a link in this description, and you can go there. And there's a Labor Day sale going on right now, so you can buy pooters for I think it's 10% off right now. Whatever the purchase is, it's not one specific product. It's whatever you buy on the website. There's a discount that will be applied. So anyhow, if you don't know what is the coupon? I think there's a coupon code actually. I don't know. I think it's Labor Day Pooter. That's what it is. Labor Day Pooter. When you check out, enter Labor Day Pooter, and that should work. So anyway, um, the thing that I discovered about the videos when I first started uploading these videos is that um, going out and getting these reactions, I found that I would oftentimes like start conversations with people and get to know people in a way that maybe I never would have even talked to this person. But because of this, it sparked some kind of conversation. I've always been pretty vocal, I think, on my YouTube channel and all of that about my faith, and that's been really interesting to me too because it's been nice to laugh about a fart sound, and then um, next thing I'm praying with somebody in the middle of a store or just you know suddenly trying to help somebody out of a jam or something. I don't know. It's been really really nice, and I've actually had met some developed some long-term relationships with some people who have ended up who I met in a store. And anyway, so the real YouTube, just so you know, hey, what is this? Thank you very much. Oh, look at that. Oh, what is this? Oh, Misty, thank you for the super chat. Very sweet. What a nice gift. Look at that. I'd never seen this before. It's been so long since I've gone live. I didn't know that you could. I didn't know you could thumb up a comment like this. Anyways, thank you, Misty. I appreciate the super chat very much. Thank you for your support. Birthday gift. See there? Um, let me read some of these. My lawyer will sue you. Yeah, That's a classic. Jesse, how you doing, Jesse? My podcast is coming back. It's in actually all the equipment and everything is at the Johnny Cash's farm, the storyteller's farm right now. And this week we're going out and we're setting everything up again. I'm excited about some of the guests that are going to be coming at the end of the month. It's unbelievable. But also, if there's any Little House on the Prairie fans out there, and I know there's a few. I know there's quite a few. We are having I will be there September 14th and 15th. We will be at the Storytellers Hideaway Farm and Museum in Bonacqua, Tennessee. And it's Little House on the Prairie 50th anniversary reunion. There will be cast members from the show. So if you're familiar with the show, it's going to be a blast. Really, really fun. I can't wait. It's really kind of cool that I get to be a part of this thing. I don't know what the heck I'm doing there, but I'm a big fan, so I'm going. But anyway, let me see. Well, thank you very much. Look at this Little House on the Prairie fans. I feel like maybe Old Man Harry needs to pay a visit to the farm during the Little House on the Prairie Museum uh, reunion. But the Little House on the Prairie thing. All right, you can get your tickets. That's what I wanted to say. Let me see if I can get the link. Sorry, hang on. Almost got it. Okay. Putting a link in here. So there you go. Um, I put the link in. Hope you can see it. Let me know if you can confirm that with me. Yep, there it is. So Gravel Road Market is the name of the company that's putting it together. And when you go there, you just have to look for the one in Tennessee. And it's on September 14th and 15th. And somebody just look at that. Senior citizen Pam. Oh my goodness. Happy birthday, Jack. You are the best. You are a superb talent. Your farts are only a small part of your ability. Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate that. The biggest question that I get lately is why so many pooter videos? And I can answer that uh, for you, I think. The reason there's so many pooter videos is because, especially lately over the past few years, you know, the long we've been in Tennessee now for 7 years. I think that's right. 2017 is when we got here, and that we had to watch out for the weather. We had to get used to the weather. So we couldn't always, I couldn't always just go outside whenever I wanted to. I had to plan it out. And then even sometimes then you couldn't quite know what the weather was going to do. So I would end up in stores and I gradually just kind of started staying in the stores. And I don't know, man, I would have a pooter with me, and it was always a quick, shortcut way to make somebody laugh. And I've always been fascinated with the fact that that I could do something in a store in the middle of somebody's day that was so absurd, so absolutely ridiculous that they would go home, they would have a story to tell their friends and family for the rest of their life because nobody believes it. Like, this guy did what? Like, maybe you heard it, or something, but this is like clearly like if you hear if I'm standing behind you in the store and this happens, I might have moved a certain way or did something a little odd. And so they leave and they go home and they have this story to tell. So I love the idea of breaking up the monotony of somebody's day so that they can then go and tell people you're not going to believe that what happened to me today in the store because they'll never forget it. There's a few things in my life that have happened to me in public situations. I'm never going to forget it. It's always going to be a great story to tell. So, yeah, that's why. Messing with scammers, telemarketers, yes, I love it. Um, Thank you, senior citizen Pam, by the way, for the very, very generous um, super chat. Very kind of you. That's huge. Thank you so much. Marcus Ray, have you ever been oh, yeah, Big Sky Movie Ranch? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's where the show is filmed. Yeah, so, I have actually. I went there one time. I was just me and my family, and, we heard that you could get a tour, but they didn't really at the time have it open for tours to see where Little House on the Prairie was filmed, but, you could kind of, like, knock on the door and try to, hustle your way in there, so we did. We showed up one time, and and we totally did, and he goes, "It's customary, to pay I think it was $100 or something like that." So we gave the guy $100, and he drove us out, showed us where everything was. It was really kind of a cool experience. The sets are all gone now and everything, but it was still kind of cool. So if you're interested, so here's the thing. The reason it's at the Johnny Cash farm in Tennessee is because Johnny Cash was the star of one of the most famous episodes of the show. It's called The Collection. So they're going to do this whole kind of a reenactment thing, and they're going to celebrate the life of Johnny Cash and the 50th anniversary. So the cast is Little House is going to be there. It's going to be really fun. So I'm going to be there. I'll see you there. The tickets, I'm not leaving. I'm not going anywhere. The tickets are in this link. I'm going to do it again right there. Boom. You can go there. I just put the link to the tickets. Favorite films growing up? Oh man. What are my favorite movies growing up? I loved a lot of really stupid comedies, but some of the stupid comedies were actually really smart. Really, really smart. Like the Naked Gun movies were dumb, but yet so, so smart. And that's what I love about really, really exceptionally dumb movies. It sounds ridiculous, but it's absolutely true. If you know Leslie Nielsen, or you've watched the Airplane movies or Naked Gun movies, then you get it. You understand. Like it was just so out there. So I always really enjoyed stuff like that. A lot of TV shows that I used to watch all the time. And I studied these guys. Um, there were a few actors that I liked a lot, paid a lot of attention to them. Thank you, Georgie. Oh wow, yeah. I will do that again with Uncle John. My Trumpy is a fan of the Pooter. All right. That's awesome. Yeah, Leslie, I know, man. How do you like living in Sacramento? So I'm not in Sacramento. I'm in Tennessee. I'm just outside Nashville. I used to live around Sacramento. I made a lot of videos around there. Specifically, we lived in Roseville, so we would go to Sacramento and make videos. Yeah, I watched Johnny Carson. I'm old enough to I remember Johnny Carson very, very well. Very, very well. Funny. He's the OG for sure. If you guys want, let's see here. There's a link to the pooter.com. It's a Labor Day. There's a Labor Day sale going on over there. And the coupon code is Labor Day Pooter. One word. Born in Dixon, Tennessee. Dude, then you know exactly where Johnny Cash's farm is, probably. Or you at least know where Bon Aqua is. Bon Aqua or Lyle's. John Roberts, how are you, buddy? Do many of the cast members from Little House watch your videos? I have no idea, but I have some crazy Little House on the Prairie stories to tell. Hopefully, they'll let me tell a few stories. I ended up with a lot of stuff from the show, and so it's my favorite show. Eh, People are surprised by that because they expect me to say, all these comedy shows and stuff, which I'm a big fan of as well. I watched Candid Camera. I watched all the prank shows when I was a kid too. Um, but yeah, I've always been kind of into both. I have a lot of drama shows that I really liked and drew a lot of inspiration from those as well. Michael Landon from Little House on the Prairie. Michael Landon was kind of a father figure to a lot of kids, including me, at least in the TV sense. Charles Ingalls certainly was, and yeah, so that was a big deal. And then I found out that he was like a ham. He was just a prankster, big prankster on set. So he was always pulling pranks on everybody and had a good sense of humor. So that helped out a little bit. Hello from Murfreesboro. How you doing, Sid Pitter? Sid Pitter, huh? Christy Taylor from Storytellers is here. Christy, I just got Christy Taylor, by the way, is um, she's always over there at the farm as well and gives people tours. So she like has all the information in this brain of hers, and so she'll walk you through and like tell you all these Johnny Cash stories and the family stuff. And she's absolutely amazing. So if you guys ever want to do a tour out at the Johnny Cash farm, she's your gal. She's right there, Christy Taylor. And good. I'm glad you're here, Christy. I can't wait for the Little House on the Prairie thing. I'm very, very excited about this. Do you do stand-up comedy? I could. I've been thinking about touring actually, not thinking about it. It is officially in the works, to be honest with you. And it's going to be filled with a bunch of stories and experiences of mine for the past, 15 years or 17 years or something like that. Whoa. Let's see. Let's figure this out here. Yeah, wow. It's been a long time, you guys. Wow. Whew. Unbelievable. People ask me all the time if I'm going to do this until I'm old. I'm already old. But yeah, I probably will. But you got to remember, I got a late start in this. I was 35 years old when I started. Okay, so if you do the math, but see, here's the thing: the people that I look up to in the comedy world are guys like Don Knotts, Leslie Nielsen. These guys had this certain comedic sensibilities that were funny, that made them fun to be around. So yeah, I'm for sure gonna keep going. Listen, it's one of the reasons that I do make as many Pooter videos as I do, because it's my product. The Pooter is my product. So when you go to thepooter.com and make a purchase, that's me. That's all me. So I gotta make these videos to keep that fart money rolling in. You know, it's just the way it is. Yeah, the fart and burp. Not everybody likes the fart and burp, you know, thing. Because some people think it's over the top. My wife hates it when I'm editing the fart and burp, fart and fart and burp and fart. That sounds better. Videos because she hates that sound so much. The burp part. Um, so when I'm editing, I gotta like have earbuds in or something like that because when she can hear the burp, because you got to play these sounds over and over and over because you're constantly going, you got to cut it at a certain way. You got to play it several times before you find the right part to cut. So she hates that. She hates that. Sometimes it's so loud she thinks I'm actually doing it at the time. Videos are amazing. Fun. Hey, thank you, David. Appreciate that. Listen, you're never too old. Will you collab with Humor Bagel? I would love that. You're never too old to appreciate fart humor. And if you don't think that if you don't think farts are funny, either you're lying if you say that, or you're part of a tiny minority. Not very many people, I'm telling you. Most people will admit when they think it's funny. When that they think it's funny when they hear an unexpected fart in a public place. It's just the way it is. Hello, Jack. Thanks for the laughs from San Diego. I'm logging off. The little world, the little word church. Wait, let me read this. I'm logging off, but Jack, your heart and spirit are needed in the world. Ah, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad I could read that before you took off. Thank you so much. Deep Quake Paul said, "We Jack would love to see you here in Louisville, Kentucky for a Pooter video." You know what? I'd love to come back to Louisville. My buddy Tom Mabe is over there. I love Tom. It's like a brother to me. It's a great, fun guy. Just a great guy to know. And he lives over there in Louisville. He's going to be coming out actually to be a guest on my podcast here pretty soon. Yeah, so the real reason that I do the pooter videos, if you want to know the truth, is because um, there's several reasons, but the biggest reason, I would say the main reason that people don't really realize is it. Yes, it is true. I like I like people. I like to make people laugh. I like when they hear the sound. There's an art to it, and the art form part of it is always really really fun because you know you you're like if you're an actor, you're constantly studying and constantly wanting to get better and better and better. And there's something there's like a lead up to it where you're waiting for the right moment to do it. You don't just walk up and do it. So you want to hit that right moment. You'll see me in some of my videos. Sometimes I'll get so frustrated because a family is just talk, 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 talk. They're just talking and it's loud, and they're not going to hear it if you do it. So you got to wait until there's like a lull, kind of a pause in the conversation. But when that pause happens and you just hit it the right moment, it's the greatest because you never know what somebody's going to say. Maybe they just said, I don't. I've literally people were in the middle of conversations before in stores, and I would hear somebody in the conversation while they were talking say, "I don't know what that smell was." Burp. I mean, they end the conversation with these weird, whatever they were talking about, and I told him he was crazy. And then it just makes that moment so much more funny. I will, Donnie. I will do it. I will do it forever. I'm involved in a bunch of stuff right now. And also, listen, you never know who you're going to meet because YouTube, the truth is, YouTube has been really good to me. YouTube has been um, really a blessing in so many ways because it's given me a platform to be in front of a lot of people that I otherwise would never have been in front of. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but one of the biggest movie producers and directors I found out what that in Hollywood I found out had been he and his family had been watching my videos for years. And I was at the premiere of one of his movies, and he walked up to me, and it was the most. From that moment, I could not believe that this experience happened. And within a few months after that, we exchanged information. This guy came up to my office in Huntington Beach. I was with my buddy Christian Busaith. Me and him had an idea for a TV show. We pitched it to him. Um, Next thing you know, fast forward, we got a TV show deal, sold it to Fox, and he was this icon was one of the writers of this script for this TV show, and it was all because of YouTube's, the platform that is YouTube. With me going around making these videos, I had no idea that this his family was watching my content for all this time. Same thing with Jeff Foxworthy the other day. It's just you never know who's out there watching your stuff. And so I love it. It's built I've been able to build a lot of relationships through this, and it's been incredible. You have a good night too, John. I did a library, farting in the library video. I did it. But I would definitely do it again. Boy, look at all these comments. Citizen Pam, I appreciate you. Thank you so much again for that. Yeah, the truth is, there's not YouTube is very different now than it was years ago. Years ago, with the amount of views that I get on YouTube, I used to make quite a bit more than on YouTube through ad revenue and stuff like that. It's no longer that way, and I think it's because a lot of the ad dollars are being spent on lifestyle videos and podcasts and things like that. So Uncle John's doing good. He's a boat captain in Lake Havasu, Arizona. So if you ever want to look him up, he will give you the boat ride of your life. He's the best one, licensed Coast Guard guy. He's unbelievable. He's a blast. He loves it. He's living his best life out there. It really is. Hey, my pleasure. It's been an amazing 3 decades watching you. Not quite. Not quite. But 1.5, I guess. Yeah, I'll come back to Southern California for sure. See, I love these comments. Eddie Hill, my man, thank you for posting this. He says, thank you for I want to pin that message. Thank you, brother. Thank you for making me laugh. After all these years when my aunt died. Oh, it went away. Hold on. My aunt passed away from cancer last year. Your videos lifted my spirit. Thank you, Jack. Eddie, thank you so much. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you for for that. That's what I'm talking about. I could have met Eddie in a store or something like that. You know, you never know. I talk to people all the time. I'll never forget. I was in a store. Um, I don't think I posted this video, but I was blowing bubbles. Remember that prank? I don't know how long you guys have been watching me, but I would blow bubbles behind the backs of people, And then the goal is you got to blow the bubbles, make sure that you have nice stream of bubbles behind their backs, right? And they might be in the card section reading a card or something. And I'm back here doing that. And then right when I'm done, if it's a good amount of bubbles, I put the thing back in the thing. I put it in the cart, put the towel over it, hide it, and then pretend like I'm looking at something on the shelf. And it's so fun to do that. Well, I did this one time to this lady, and she turned around and she started looking for me immediately because she saw the bubbles and she assumed that it was me. So sure enough, she spotted me and she said, "I know you." She said, "I delivered food to your house one time." So she did an Uber Eats thing, delivered food to my house, and she said, "Because I met you, I think she said you told me what you did for a living, and I went and looked you up, and I've been a fan ever since." This is like a year prior. So she goes, we've watched all your videos. We get to talking. Her daughter passed away 2 days before the day that we were on, like 2 days ago. And I'm just like, you could see something in her demeanor was off. And when she said that, then it clicked. And so it just, you know, um, she had mentioned, thanks for the laughs and stuff. But she had said, um, "Could you please do me a favor and pray for us because we don't know we don't know how we're gonna bury her, and nobody has money and all this kind of stuff." So we took care of the funeral for her, and when she heard that, I just said it right on the spot, and she started. It meant so much to them in that moment. Um, and I remember walking away from that situation. I thought, had I not been there in that moment, they would have had no idea what to do and would still be kind of like, Lord, like, so I guess he had sent me there, it placed me there in that moment to meet this family. It was just this is what I'm talking about. Um, it sounds ridiculous, it's a fart toy, it's a prank. I'm blowing bubbles. But the thing is, you can show up in somebody's life in a split second and you just instantly it could change everything for them. You just don't know what's going on in people's life. And sometimes they're not a big fan of the joke. And that's okay too. That's one of the risks that come along with doing this kind of stuff is you it's part of it. Not everybody is gonna appreciate it the way that some people are. So, anyway, all right. Let me see what we got here. Island. Jack, when did you get hacked? Yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys about this. This is unbelievable. Wait till you hear this. Did you get your account back? I'm sorry you were under attack. Thanks for making us laugh. It's just simple fact. Your videos are always gas. Hey, thank you. Yeah, I got hacked back in January. I think it was January 16th. And oh my gosh, it was terrible. It was terrible. So all internet revenue and everything stopped, right? Or on Facebook anyway. And I didn't have access to anything, no pages, nothing. Well, I finally got my here's what actually happened. Listen to this if you have a Facebook page, okay? Listen to this because you need to know this so that you can protect yourself. So, on Facebook, you had to have a business manager account, okay? And under that business manager were your pages or a page or whatever. Well, I had multiple pages fan pages that I had created. My main one, Jack Vale, was under this business manager account, this business manager profile. Well, they hacked into my business manager profile. So then therefore they had access to not just one page, but a bunch of pages that were under there. And it was all, I mean, it was such a nightmare. It was terrible. And to this day, I still do not have, this was back in January. Facebook gave me back my main page, but without my business manager. So they took, and what's really weird is they took my main Jack Vale page. It's called Official Jack Vale. They took that and they cloned it to some other page. So all the fans, everybody went over to the. It was so weird. The name changed and everything. So by the time Facebook gave me back my Jack Vale page, Facebook let them keep, to this day, they still have these hackers. They have my cloned page. It's so weird. And Facebook's customer service is worthless. So I've been unable to. There's other pages that I had that are gone. I still don't have them. It was terrible. It's a complete nightmare. Anyway, I don't want to get into all of that stuff. It'll just tick me off. Bow hunting 101. Hello from East Tennessee, Jack. We love your videos. Hey, thank you, brother. I would love to come bow hunting with you sometime. That'd be kind of cool. Where are you exactly in East Tennessee? Bow hunting 101. Go to channel. Yep. I was kind of hoping to see some videos there. Old man farting needs to return. Yeah. How is it working with Gill's Trap? Don't know. Never met him. Martin said, loved the podcast with your daughter. Me too. Madison is just, can't say enough about Madison. My daughter, Madison. She's out in LA now, doing great. Just loving life and loving God and doing what she does. She's singing for a living. She's doing great. She's doing great. I would love to see her again very, very soon and to do a podcast episode with her. That would be a blast. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ryan Coleman. Amazing. Thank you, man. You brought joy to my late father's final days. He loved watching your videos. And the beach video where you farted on the same girl 3 times was his favorite. I don't know who that was, but sounds funny. And that's great, man. I love that. My stepdad, I never knew my biological father, but my stepdad died at, I think he was 94, and he was a fart guy. Didn't know there was such a thing or such a category, right? What a title to give somebody. But he was, man. He was the pull my finger guy all the way up until the end. Man of God, too. But he knew when things were funny, and he was always just into that kind of stuff. And he had a chance to experience the pooter a little bit before he died, because he died in, let's see, I think he died in 2010. I think that's right. Wow, it's been a long time. I miss him. I miss him. And my mom died um, a few years ago too. So yeah, crazy, crazy stuff. Bow Hunting 101 said that's the best thing we can all do is honor God and give him all the glory and thank him for every new day. It's true. That is true. Luigi, I want to visit Italy so bad, Luigi. Yeah. So the pooter thing became so dominant on my YouTube channel because the more pooter it was a real weird catch 22. It was a rock and a hard place because the more pooter videos I posted, the more of a signal it sent to YouTube and to the people watching the videos that this is my content, this is what I'm making. So it kind of hurt me in a way because now if I post anything except a pooter video, YouTube doesn't know what to do with it. So if I do a pooter video right now, for example, I might get 100,000 views, but if I post a different kind of a video, I might get 10,000 views. So when you see that happen, you're kind of like, should I do that? Am I hurting the algorithm? What should I be doing? So I try and do I win I try to experiment and do different things, but it's interesting because you do try something different for a little while, and it does actually hurt the algorithm, and then pretty soon you do a pooter video again, and then you're not getting you're getting like a third of the views that a pooter video would normally get. So it's that part of it is kind of a mess. And when that started happening, I was like, nah, I guess pooter videos are the thing that YouTube wants me to make, and everybody seems to like them. But the real reason, though, the real reason that I love it is because it is a shortcut to making people laugh and laughing myself. And I understand the benefit to laughter. I understand the endorphins and how the mind works and how it actually affects the body. So when you have ever experienced like a belly laugh, like that really, you're really getting into it, something just hits your funny bone and somebody's with you, you guys are all laughing. Good example is a video series that I started doing called Extreme Laughter in Public, and I did it with my buddy Christian. We would do laughing in public, no reason or a stupid joke or something, tell each other, start cracking up laughing. We'd be on the floor laughing, and other people, they don't know what we're laughing at, but it's contagious. Other people would start laughing. Pretty soon, the whole room is cracking up because these two idiots are laughing so hard. Now they're laughing. So laughing is contagious. And I think the fact that laughing is contagious is my favorite part of laughing, period, is the fact that you can laugh and it makes someone else want to laugh. And what's great about that is that is the physical benefits that you have mentally, physically. They say that it's really important. I mean, listen, I've had people from hospital beds sending me emails saying, "I'm sitting here watching your videos. Thank you." One time, I met this girl in the middle of me shooting this video at Walmart. She came up to me. She goes, "Jack, can I talk to you for a minute? I want to thank you for your videos." I think it was about 10 years ago. I was having my appendix removed and they had just stitched me up. I was laying there in the hospital bed. I stumbled on your video. I was watching all your videos, and my mom was like, you got to quit watching these videos. It's dangerous. You're laughing too hard. And you just came out of surgery." But I couldn't help it. I just kept watching the videos and watching the videos. And sure enough, my mom was right because my stitches burst. They had to stitch me back up. Anyway, that's an extreme situation, I think. But I'm sitting here in the middle of trying to explain to you how the benefits of the healing benefits of laughing uh, is significant, right? But actually, the truth is, your stitches might burst. That's if you're in a hospital room and you're watching my videos. It could be very detrimental. So be careful. Watch my videos with caution. Oh, I love you. I love you guys. Guys, okay. I need new pooters. Art says I need new pooters. All right, listen. Dude, do me a favor, guys. Send me an email to jack@jackvale.com. I'll make sure it goes to the customer service. I'll send them out to you. Trilogy Media. These guys, I'm so glad you guys are here. Thank you for showing up here for a minute. These guys took like the whole idea of prank calling, how like all prank call scammers and stuff like that, and have to pay something with a gift card. These guys have brought it to a whole new level. These guys actually go out and confront the scammers and set up these ridiculous, elaborate things. You want to be entertained? Check out Trilogy Media if you don't already know who they are. And I'm sure you probably do because these guys these guys are legends now. Good to see you. Good to see you guys too. Good to see you. um, I know, man. I appreciate it. I know you don't. I know you don't. But happy to. Uh, Listen, for me, it's just been so much fun watching you over the years. That's all. It's been fun watching from the beginning and to see like all this elaborate stuff. I would love to go with you guys. Actually, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to plug myself on you because I just how did that, where did the fireworks come from? I have no idea why that happened, but um, I would love to go with you guys on one of your little adventures. So please keep that in the back of your head. If there's anything we can do to make that happen, I would love it. Use me to let me do my old man voice, Rosalind, old man Harry, something like that. And and then let's confront the guys after they think it's an old man or something like that. Let's figure it out. That would be epic. I would love it. Um, Pooters help escape the Matrix. um, yeah, I have done that. I'm setting up a podcast at Johnny Cash's farm. I filmed some episodes. You can see him on the Jack Vale podcast, but I only uploaded a few videos. So, oh well, let's do it. Let's do it then. That would be amazing. Look, see, senior citizen Pam even says it's a dream come true. So we got to make that happen. I would love it. I'm in Nashville, you guys. I don't know if you knew that, but I'm in Nashville and about to go on a tour. So we could meet up. You guys could come here. I could go there, and we'll figure it out. But yeah, my podcast. I'm gonna be doing. Listen, So this podcast, I have some guests coming that I they're so big. I'm not supposed to say who it is, but all our podcast gear, it's all getting set up in Johnny Cash's basement of his farmhouse just outside Nashville. Okay. And we're going out there this week to finish it all up and stuff. And we have How could I hint this? I could probably hint this. Um, someone, how could I say this? One of our coming up guests is in politics and currently traveling from city to city and state to state. Enough said. And musical guests. We've got some actors coming. It's just a blast, and it's a beautiful place to do a podcast. So, very, very excited about it. It's called the Jack Vale Podcast. You can see it on a little channel that I started. You'll see Breland is there, John Schneider is there. We've already had some guests, but we've got some others coming up, and it's really exciting. You can go there, you can check it out. Just look up the Jack Vale Podcast on YouTube. You can check that out. And there's been a long pause. I uploaded a few videos, and then we left, and I was out of town for a few months. Now I'm back setting things up a little bit differently. So that's what that was all about. It's Jesus, isn't it? Jesus is always there. Doesn't matter. Um, you should interview Tom Wopat since I interviewed Bo. Yeah, that would be an icebreaker. All right, guys. I just thought it would be fun to get on here and I've been on for an hour. I wanted to answer some questions, get on here, say hello, see how everybody was doing. It's been forever that I have gotten on here. I can neither confirm nor deny a couple of these things. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. Habba Baba. Still to this day, every once in a while, somebody will see me and they will walk up to me and say, Habba Baba. Still happens. Didn't take much to make people laugh back in the day, did it? And then things got a little complicated. Now you got to actually, you got to think. Thank you, Paul. All right, guys. Thanks again. I appreciate it. Trilogy, if you guys are still there, jack@jackvale.com. Um, and appreciate you guys. I'm going to take off and go to bed. It's almost midnight my time. Almost 11:30. Thanks again. And I'll talk to you next time. See you later.